Hello YouTube, it is Champion DJK coming at you again with another Auto World full set video. And this finally completes Auto World for the year 2024. And I know we are in the 9th month of 2025. Well, it was a weird year for Auto World in 2024 and kind of continues to be a little bit weird this year as well. So we're going to go through this set, and then eventually down the road, I may do a full video on what exactly was 2024. We may go through all of it. As you notice, this is release 7 for 2024, which would be like, oh, that's a lot of releases. That Auto World normally doesn't put up that many releases per year. 7 releases. But you also notice this is only 3 cars. And they did that a couple of times throughout 2024. They had release 1, which was a 6-car set, then 2, which was a 4-car set, then 3, which was a 6-car set, then 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 were all 3-car sets. A little weird. And then they had the Mecum Auctions one and the big Country Collectibles one. So really, it's like 4 full car releases and then 4 extras. So a little bit weird, and we might do a video on that down the line. If you guys are interested in it, I'll do it. If you're not, then maybe I won't. We'll see. All right, so here's your set of cars here. You got 3, and of course you're looking at the Ultra Reds here in this particular case. Now I've opened up some of these in previous videos, so we got to kind of go through them a little bit weird here. But we've got, this is the version, sorry, this is the version B. This is the version A for the 1964 Ford GT40. You can check that out. This is in prototype white and black, which is pretty cool. This casting is one of the greats from Auto World for sure. So you just can't argue with that. It's one of the ones that came out in the first like licensed premium set. I believe it was actually release 1 of licensed premium, which back in the day was a different set that came with acrylic cases and all that stuff. And eventually we'll do a history episode on Auto World at some point on this channel, because that would be fun. We're going to go ahead and open this up. And there is your version A unit in this prototype white. And I didn't look up this car, and I wonder if this is accurate. I would imagine it probably is. When they first were like testing it on a track or something like that and checking it out. This is also one of the few Auto World castings that actually has like an inserted detail for a headlight. So it's got that extra plastic piece up there. And it's also, I think as far as I know, the only Auto World premium casting that lacks an opening part. There is no opening hood on this model, but you can see the engine underneath there. But yeah, no opening hood. So that's your version A. And then version B, we got in a corporate blue Golf color scheme, which is this here. Pretty cool. Not bad. I have noticed, though, this tooling, I don't know if something's getting old with the tooling or what exactly is going on with it, but it seems like the wheel arches, maybe for how thin they are when they have to like get rid of some of the flashing, it tends to leave somewhat of a deformed wheel well, it looks like. The back one on this one looks perfect. That front one looks a little goofy. It's hard to see because of the darkened color, but look at this one. So there's something a little goofy going on there. You can see right there too. So I don't know if it's something with the casting or what exactly is going on, but still a very, very cool casting. I love this casting. Always get excited when I see this come out. Fantastic. And I've got every single release of it. I've got quite a few of the Ultra Reds. There are a couple I'm missing. There are some really, really rare ones, or really, really tough ones to get because they're very, very limited in that particular set. So, or not this particular set, but of the Ford GT40. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Ultra Red. So this is the Ultra Red of that GT40. You can see right off the bat that this Ultra Red goes off of version A traits, which means it's got the 9. It's, you know, done the prototype livery thing, not in Golf. Okay, so Golf was version B. So even though this is on a version B card, you're going to get that car in there that's shared with all of them. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what the other traits are. We've got Ultra Red body, the obvious white tires, and looks like an Ultra Red interior. And that might be it. I think that is it. And then, of course, version A traits. But here is your Ultra Red of the GT40. It's pretty cool looking. It's got white tires. I know a lot of people kind of hate on the colored tires because it doesn't look like a real car. I'd rather it have black tires, to be honest. I've said it many, many times. My favorite Ultra Reds are the ones that do not have white tires or red tires. You know, it's fine to get the other stuff looking not realistic. The tires, for some reason, bother me. Come on, it's White Lightning thing. I get it, though. It's round two. Round two runs both brands, Auto World and Johnny Lightning. So they share some chase traits. It's a cool looking one, I guess, regardless. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be, you know, kind of upset that they didn't use the Golf one, but there's been plenty of Golf Ultra Reds. So, and the GT40 has come out in some sort of Golf livery so many times, several times. So, you know, Golf has had its chance there with that. All right. The next tooling, number 2 in the set, is the 1963 Chevy II Nova 400 wagon. And version A is this one right here, and that is Riverside Red is the color, the paint color. No rust on this one. No rust. Looks pretty nice. It's got like an olive interior, which is kind of cool with this red paint job. It does have an opening hood, and there is your engine detail on the inside, looking very nice. And the hood on this model shuts very, very well, which is good. It pretty much, I think, all the models that I've had with this particular casting, the hood shuts really well. Auto World generally does a pretty good job with the white circles on tires. You can see this one's, they're never, I swear, never perfect for any brand. But they tend to do a decent job. Greenlight seems to be the worst at it. But yeah, it's a tough thing to do for some reason. Get that centered on that tire there. But yeah, there's your version A. And then version B is in Laurel Green. And that's a very nice color for this wagon, for sure. Real nice. 2 wagon. And of course this one has an opening hood as well. And it also has that same color interior, that like olive interior. So version Ultra Red is going to be what? So we're going to see the same traits as this one, meaning that it's going to go off of the version A car. And the way you're going to be able to tell it, I think in this instance, is going to be the license plate, because they're different. So this should say no rust on the license plate. And then your white tires, Ultra Red body, Ultra Red interior. But let's go ahead and open it up. And set it down there. And yeah, that is going to be what we got. No rust, Ultra Red body, Ultra Red interior, and white tires. Man, this Ultra Red rolls really smooth. So pretty nice, pretty basic Ultra Red, basic release, but this is really where Auto World like excels, like stuff like this. I mean, this is, you could argue it's a little bland, but I would say that this is a really nice replica. This is kind of what puts them up in, like, when you think of, you know, Tomica Limited Vintage, right? Very premium diecast. Where they excel, though, is they make a lot of, like, plain Jane cars and stuff like that. Plain Jane classic Japanese cars. And, you know, this is kind of a plain American classic car. So I think it's very cool. So I like that stuff. All right. And last in the set, we've got the 2010 Camaro RS SS. And we've got, of course, both versions in the Ultra Red. So version A is in Rally Yellow. Looking pretty decent. This casting's been out for quite a while as well, actually. So right alongside the GT40, this tooling originally came out. So in that first licensed premium set. Now, the tooling for this one has changed a little bit over time. And there's kind of an interesting tooling history to this. It's still, this one does still retain, see, there is an insert in there that is plastic for the headlights. So it's one of the few, very few models that has that. Back in the day when it originally came out, the taillights were also a plastic piece, or were plastic pieces. They were jeweled. And that was really cool. And then, of course, that ended up getting eliminated, which is too bad. But there you have that. So, Rally Yellow. So the back, you know, it looks not great. I mean, we'll admit it, because you've got some sort of chip here in the spoiler, or something where the paint didn't stick, or some issue. The little spoiler thing is a plastic piece. And then we've got some, it's looking a little plump here in the rear with the thickness of the paint. And so, and I am a huge fan of Auto World, but I can also be quite the critic as well. And they know that. And the cool thing about that is that, you know, the guys there respect that, which is pretty awesome. Because if I'm a fan, I want them to be the best they possibly can be, right? This one does have an opening hood. Struggling to get that one open. We may just try it on the next one. I do like the way that these wheels look on this car. So it looks quite different compared to like its first iteration when it first came out as a like Hennessy Camaro. So it's very cool. I like it. I think it looks great in this color. But not only do we get mustard, we also get ketchup. And we get Victory Red right here. So here is your version B. And looks quite good in red. How do we do on the back? Much better with this one. This looks quite a bit better. The other thing that I realized too, so the bow tie there. Yeah, it looks decent. The registration's off a little bit. And on the front, it looks like it's off quite a lot on the yellow one. So the yellow one's got some issues. The red one looks a lot better. Real good. Let me get the hood open on the red one. We have to try. Sorry, there's no better way than just to like hit this thing on your hand to try to get this hood popped, and I got it. So there's your engine detail in there. There's actually quite a bit of detail in there. It's going to be kind of hard to get a real good look at it here, but there actually is quite a bit of detail, so it's pretty nice. This casting, I think originally too, it may have actually originally been screwed together and not, I'm trying to think, it may have originally been screwed together and not riveted. And now it's riveted. And actually, now that I'm like saying that, I have to go grab an older one to show you. Trying to get one with the jeweled. Let me just grab both of these. Yeah, all right, this would be the best way to show you. All right, so this is I'm going to show you the original tooling of this for educational purposes, of course. And here it is. So check this out. And I got two versions of it here. So this is the one it's got screws in the base. Because this was originally supposed to be in their like limited True LE line. The bow tie is not perfect on the front there either, though. So inserted details for your headlights. And then it also has the inserted details for the taillights. So you can find it this way, but you can also find it this way, which is a painted taillight. Still screwed together. Still got the inserted headlights, but it's screwed together and painted headlight or painted taillight versus jeweled taillight. And I have both versions of each, version A and version B of this, where I've got the jeweled one and the painted one. And then I also have a jeweled ultra red, and then there's also an ultra red variation with red seats and one with black seats. I've got 3 different ultra reds from that release that are different, and there may be a 4th that I don't have. And maybe one day we'll find it. And that would be, so they made an ultra red that either had black seats or red seats. So they have the red seat one or the black seat one, and then the jeweled one with either red seats or black seats. And I can't remember for the jeweled one. I can't see it from here, but I have it, and I can't remember which one I have. If the one that I have that has jeweled headlights, or taillights, does it have red seats or black seats? I can't remember. But anyway, there you go. Kind of an interesting little Auto World history there, but I just noticed that with the rivets, that this casting used to actually be screwed together and not riveted. So there you have it. All right, and lastly, we've got the Ultra Red for this release. And again, we're going to see it. It's going to have the black stripes as opposed to white stripes because it goes off of the version A. And then, of course, red interior and red body. And we got to open it up. And there it is. And there you go. Hey, front end looks great. Rear end looks good too. So we're good there. That's good that the Ultra Red is in, no issues with it that I see, which is fantastic because obviously this is the harder one to replace if you need to. But looking real good. Quite fantastic. What I didn't do though, I didn't pop the hood. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Every once in a while they do something there, but I guess now that I think of it, you would have just seen, yeah, look at the motor is ultra red because it's part of the interior, or at least part of it is. Would have been, sometimes they've done that though. They've made like white motors as part of their chase. So it's kind of an interesting thing. So I had to check for it. All right, anyway, really cool set from Auto World. I think Auto World's getting back to normal now, or they're going to be, where there's 6 car releases. And I hope that's the case because 6 cars is the appropriate number, I think, for a good release. That's what we're used to, right? The 3 car releases weren't bad. I mean, I guess I wouldn't be super opposed to 3 or 6. As long as they stay with 3 or 6. That 4 car release in there, super odd. But yeah, so kind of interesting. You guys let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about the history of the old Camaro here. And yeah, this will be in the Auto World playlist, of course. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next one.